Today, we'd like to consider WASSCE June 2018. I'm solving all the questions for you. That is from question 1 all the way to question 13. That is the last question. Don't forget, no pain, no gain. Mathematics is not a spectator of sport. I would urge you get a jotter and try the questions as we go along. Now, the first question, one is solve correct to one decimal place. Then we have theta plus 25 degrees equal to 5.145, where theta is greater or equal to 0 and less or equal to 90 degrees. So the first one, that's the A. We have tan theta plus 25 degrees. This equal to 5.145. Now, for a very detailed lesson on trigonometry, please call the numbers for a copy of my pen drive. You can also get it on my website as well, www.stevecons.com. All the lessons are there, together with past questions. That is from 1993 all the way to the current one, which is written. Everything is being uploaded over there. An amazing site to help you get A1 in your core mathematics. So I have core mathematics, elective maths, economics is there, English is there. We are working for all the subjects. Okay, now that's what we have. So clearly from here, tan will go there, then we are going to have, that is tan inverse. So we take the inverse here and then the inverse over there. So clearly theta plus 25 degrees. This is equal to tan inverse of 5.145. So clearly, let's find the tan inverse of this. Let's punch it on a calculator. Clearly theta plus 25 degrees. Tan inverse of this, and this is equal to 79.0009. So this is so tan inverse of this is giving us this. Now this has to move to that. We shouldn't forget this is degrees. So our theta is 79.0009 minus 25 degrees. And clearly using our calculator, this is giving us, that is 54.0009. Yeah, that's what we are getting. Now, the question says that to one decimal place. So clearly our theta, one decimal place, that will be 54.0 degrees, because this is not 5 and above, so it can't change. So you're going to get that's 54.0 degrees. I've solved everything. Everything is available on my website, www.stevecons.com. Now let's see the B, part 1b. In the relation t equal to m square root of n squared plus 4r, I make the n, make n the subject. So we are making make n the subject of the relation. I find the positive value of n when t is equal to 25, m equal to 5, r equal to 4. Don't forget, this is what's June 2018. So we have our B part. So we have t to be equal to m square root of n square plus 4r. And here, from here, you can decide to divide by m, or we square both sides. I'll use those two methods. You'll be getting the same answers as well. Now, let's see. So here, let's square both sides. So let's square both sides first. Let's square. So we are squaring, square both sides. We are squaring both sides. So we have t squared equal to m square root of n square plus 4r all to the power 2. Look at it. If you have ab to the power n, this is a to the power n, b to the power n. From in, this is ab to the power n, an, bn. So m is multiplying the square root of n square 4r. So clearly from here, our t square equal to m square square root of n square plus 4r all to the power 2. So clearly this is cancelling out that. So we have t square equal to m square n square plus 4r. We want to make n the subject. What What do? We have to expand using the distributive property. So we have t squared equal to m squared n squared plus 4m squared r. I want to make n the subject, so we have to group like this. This has to move to this side. So we have t squared minus 4m squared r equal to 4m squared n squared. I want to make n the subject, so we divide both sides by n squared. So we have t squared minus 4m squared r all over m squared equal to m squared n squared all over m squared. Now let's see, m squared is cancelling this m squared. Now note, you see m squared here cannot cancel the m squared here. No, it can't do that. When you do that, we call it illegal cancellation. But then you can see that this is the same as t squared over m squared over 4m squared r over m squared. So in that case, the m squared will cancel the m squared. But if you can't cancel this m squared and then that m squared, if you do that, as I said, it is illegal cancellation. So when you do that, I'll call the police to come and then arrest you wherever you are. Now let's see. So we have n squared to be equal to t squared minus 4m squared r all over m squared. Now we want to find n. Now the square becomes square root. And now anytime you take square root, you get plus or minus. So plus or minus is giving us as t squared over 4m squared r all over m squared. So either we square both sides over here, or if you like, we can divide through by m. So our method 2, let's say our method 2, we have still t equal to m square root of n squared plus 4r. We want to make n the subject. What do? First, let's divide through by m. So we have t over m root n squared plus 4r all over m. Now this is cancelling out that. So clearly we have t over m equal to square root of n squared plus 4r. We want to make n the subject. The n is in a radical. The n is in the square root. How can we get rid of the square root? By squaring both sides. So from here we square both sides. So we have t over m all squared equal to root n squared plus 4r all to the power 2. Now the square cancels the square root, but then if you have a over b to the power n, this is a to the power n over b to the power n. So clearly this is the same as t squared over m squared equal to n squared plus 4r. Now we want to make n the subject. So clearly, if we like, we can bring this one here, or we can multiply through with the m squared. Now, okay, let's multiply through with the m squared. So here, m squared times t squared over m squared equal to m squared n. That is m squared times n squared plus 4r. And clearly from here, now this is cancelling out that. So we have our t squared to be equal to m squared n squared plus 4r. Now what do you do from here? We expand using the distributive property. T squared equal to m squared n squared plus 4m squared r. We want to make n the subject, so this has to cross to the side. T squared minus 4m squared r equal to m squared and squared. We want to make n the subject, so we divide both sides by m squared. So we have t squared minus 4m squared r all over m squared. equal to m squared n squared all over m squared. Now this is cancelling out that. So you have our n squared to be equal to t squared minus 4 m squared r all over m squared. Now square becomes square root. So our n equal to plus or minus square root of t squared minus 4 m squared r all over m squared. So that is it. Wow. Very, very easy. So you can't just use the same thing. Yes, it is the same thing. Now let's do the, is it the I part? So this is the I part, this is the I part. Now let's do the I part. Now the II says that find the positive, very important. Find the positive, so we have to ignore the negative. We have plus or minus, we ignore the negative. Value of n when t is equal to 25, m is 5, and r is 4. Now we know our n, we had it to be plus or minus, but then we need only the positive side, so we have to forgo the negative. So we have t squared minus 4 m squared r all over m squared. Now, what is t? T is 25. What is m? M is 5. What is r? R is 4. So we have to substitute. So our n will be equal to square root of t squared. So we have 25 squared minus 4. This substituting m squared. So we have 5 square, 5 square, or we can see that m square like this, times r is 4 all over m square, and that is 5 square. Now we can punch the numerator on a calculator. This calculator work. You can either take the square root, punch everything on your calculator, but then if you want to do step by step, punch 25 square minus 4 times 5 square times 4 on the calculator. And clearly, when you do that, the numerator is giving us, that is 2 to 5. Now, 5 square, denominator 5 square is 25. 25 will go 2 to 5 how many times? That's 9 times. So clearly, we have square root of 9. Square root of 9. What is square root of 9? Square root of 3. Wow, that's it. Very, very easy. As I promised you, question 1 all the way to question 13, everything is available on the website www.stevecons.com. Now let's consider the second question. WASSCE June 2018, question number 2. As I promised you, I'm solving everything that is from question 1 all the way to the very last question, and everything is available on a pen drive. It is also available on my website www.stevecons.com. No pain, no gain. Take a pen, take a jotter, and try the question on your own. The first 3 terms of an arithmetic progression APR, you have x plus 1, 4x minus 2, and 6x minus 3 respectively. If the last term is 18, find the value of x. Now, what are the terms given to us? We have x plus 1, that's the first term. Second term, 4x minus 2. Third term, we have 6x minus 3. Now, we are being told that the first 3 terms, this is the first 3 terms of an AP. So let's suppose that this is A, this is B, this is C. Now, the necessary and sufficient conditions for 3 numbers A, B, C to form an AP is C minus B equal to B minus A. Very important from the last end. C minus B equal to B minus A. Now, for a detailed lesson on sequence and series, please call the numbers and get a copy of my pen drive. I have all the lessons in the WASSCE syllabus. On it, please call the numbers for 1. It is also available on my website. So clearly from here, we see C minus B equal to B minus A. The necessary and sufficient condition for 3 numbers to form an AP. So this minus this equal to this minus that. So clearly from here, it will be this minus this. 6x minus 3 minus the b, which is 4x minus 2, equal to b minus this minus that. So we have 4x minus 2 minus, we have x plus 1. Now this negative is affecting everything, so we have 6x minus 3 minus 4x. Negative and this negative and negative, that's positive 2, equal to, we have 4x minus 2, this time this negative x, this time this negative 1. Now, clearly, let's see, you see here, you have 6x, so this is 6x minus 4x, we have negative 3 plus 2, 4x minus x, negative 2 minus 1, negative 2 minus 1. Now, 6x minus 4x, and this negative, that's positive 2x, 6x minus 4x, 2x, negative 3 plus 2, that's negative 1, equal to 4x minus x, that's 3x, negative 2 minus 1, negative 3. Now from here, what do? We group like terms. So this is crossing to this as we have negative 1, negative 3 coming here, plus 3, negative crossing becoming positive. Now what do you have here? 3x, positive 2x crossing, negative 2x, negative 2x. Now negative 1 plus 3, we have 2, 3x minus 2x, and that is x. So our a part, clearly our x is equal to 2. So that's the first part, that's our a, value of x. B, sum of the terms. Now, you see, for the second part, sum of the terms, we have our Sn to be equal to n out of 2 a plus l. A plus l. Why are we using l? Why? Because from the question, we know the last term. From the question, we're being given the last term. You're given that the last term is 18. That's what we're given. The last term is 18. So, say a plus l, we know the last term. Now, how can we find our a and then our... But let's see, what are the terms? The terms are, we have x plus 1, 4x minus 2, and then 6x minus, is it 3? Yes. Now we know x. What is x? X is 2. X is 2. X is 2. So in place of x, 2 plus 1. That's the first one. 4 times 2 minus 2. That's the second term. And then the third term, 6. X is 2 minus 3. 2 plus 1. And clearly, this is 3. 4 times 2, 8. 8 minus 2, that's 6. 6 times 2, 12. 12 minus 3, and this is 9. So, clearly, this is the first 3 terms. Now, clearly, what is our E? Our E is 3. Our E is 3. What is our common difference? Our common difference, that is 9 minus 6, and clearly, this is equal to 3. Please, I have a detailed lesson on it. Very, very detailed. I've taken my time, solved a lot of examples, called the numbers for the pen drive. It is also available on my website as well. So A is 3, D is 3. Do you know N? No, we don't know N. We have to find our N. But then our last term we're giving to be 18. Now, but the last term is the same as the nth term, which is A plus N minus 1 D. So from here we can find our D. Now, what is the last term? We're given that L is 18. So you have 18 to be equal to A. A, what is A? A is 3. Plus N minus 1. What is our D? Our D is 3. Our D is 3. Now from here we have our 18 equal to 3. Expanding this, 3n minus 3. 3n minus 3. Now clearly this and that is cancelling. 18 is equal to 3n. We want to find n, we divide both sides by 3. You have 18 out of 3, 3n out of 3. So this is cancelling that. 3 is going to have 1, 3 will go into 18 how many times? 6 times. So n is equal to 6. N is equal to 6. So we know our n. We know our first term, A is 3. Our last term, we know our last term to be 18. Hence our sum. Hence We know that our Sn is n out of 2a plus L. We know our n now is what? 6. So in place of n, 6. 6 out of 2a plus L. What is our a? 3. What is our L? Our L is 18. 2 go into 6 3 times. 3 plus 18, that's 21. And this is the same as, that is 3 times 21, and this is 63. So the sum of the terms is 63. Don't forget, everything is available on the website. That is WASSCE 2018, together with other past questions, together with other lessons that I've taught. Very, very detailed lesson. Everything, Commerce Volume 2, go to Commerce Volume 2 session, go to the Volume 2 session, Commerce, you see the past questions together with all the Volume 2 topics. Everything is available for you. Very, very affordable.